Plaintiff Kristen Foltynowicz is suing her ex-fiancé for an unpaid loan, taxes, and utility bills. Kristen says the defendant called off their wedding 1 month before the big day, leaving her pregnant and alone. Defendant James Sealing accuses Kristen of cheating on him while she was pregnant and then abandoning him and their 6-month-old daughter. He's countersuing for towing fees and a repair bill.
All right, Kristen Foltynowicz is suing her ex-fiancé, James Sealing, for an unpaid loan, taxes, and utility bills. And James is countersuing his ex-fiancé for towing fees and a repair bill. All right, Kristen, we'll start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I met James in July of 2006. We hit it off great, the fairy tale of romance, as everyone could imagine. We fell in love really quick, which was probably dangerous. He proposed to me in April of 2007. I naturally accepted. The wedding was scheduled for December of 2007. He wanted a child, so he kept bothering me about that. He wants a child. So his wish was granted, and 3 months later, I became pregnant. A month before the wedding in December, he got cold feet. He said normal relationships do not fight, so therefore he did not want to get married. And at that point, he humiliated me in front of all my family and friends because the invitations had already gone out and my father had paid for the whole wedding in full. So instead, we all went out there and had a whole family reunion type thing in order to
So he calls the wedding off.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your gown, you've got everything,
invitations. Everything all went out, yeah.
Why'd you call the wedding off?
Not the entire story. Our wedding was actually scheduled for June 21st. Kristen wanted to bump the wedding up because she became pregnant during our engagement.
So how did we end it?
We both came to an agreement and called the wedding off several months before.
So you're saying you both called it off?
And it was in the beginning of November.
Okay, they both called it off. You disagree. It's not relevant, but I'm just curious. Okay, so.
All right, and so at that point I was pregnant and all alone. And it was pretty depressing at that point in time. And then later, James and I got back together after that whole drama and fiasco with the wedding being called off. We were together and things were okay, I guess, if you could say. At that point, he was always accusing me of cheating on him. He would constantly check my email.
And cheating?
Yes. And he thought he was checking through my phone, checking my emails. He even called my ex-boyfriend at one point and threatened him to stop talking to me and a whole bunch of other things that I...
That's because I found a parking ticket that she received parked outside of his house.
Irrelevant.
No, that's very relevant. I'll decide what's relevant.
One night we got in an argument. She left, couldn't get a hold of her. The next morning she came home, told me she was
gone the whole night?
Yes. She told me she was at a girlfriend's house.
That was with my friend Cassie's house.
Does she live near the ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
So, are you sure it's in front of the ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? We have basic mistrust. We have a couple of missteps. You call the wedding off. You have a baby, though.
Right.
So how old is the baby now?
Baby's about 5 months now.
She's 6 months old.
Talk to me, James.
This little girl is my life. I love her very much. And, as of right now, I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been lied to, I've been cheated on, and I've been manipulated.
Not true.
And I finally came to the conclusion that this isn't healthy for me. But more importantly, it's not healthy for my daughter. And we broke up. She left, packed all her things up, never packed a single thing of her daughter's. Her dad came.
Yes, I did. Her mother tried to stop me from taking my daughter.
Wait, James. She decides to leave.
Yes.
Where are you living at this point?
We moved back in with my mom.
Okay, you're living with your mom.
Correct.
What is the baby's name?
Her name's Maggie.
Okay, so Maggie's living with mom, dad, and grandma.
Yes.
Okay, what happens? You can't get along now.
Well, I found an adult friend finder website in her name. I found emails to her and from her to other guys. I found email at job application to a strip club, which I have. Your Honor. I printed it out if you want me to show you.
Let's see it. Checking with GM at the club, the only spots open for summer are for dancer for whatever it's worth, and since based on your photo, you're not shy of your body. Dancers make a ton of money. Seems like something you like. You can talk to the GM. He can put you on for a couple of nights and see how you do. Okay. You're living together. Maggie, grandma.
Well, I took a job working nights, and then I take my daughter. I have her I take care of her during the day. I go to work. She goes to sleep at grandma's house, and I come home and
So you're living alone with your mom and the baby?
Yes.
Where are you during this, Kristen?
I'm with my brother.
She's seen our daughter about five times now, and it's always in a neutral place, like at the mall or at the park, and it's never for more than about a half hour.
Because he never gives me enough time with her.
Have you supported her in any
I
way?
have supplied her with diapers and formula.
She gave me the wrong size diapers, Your Honor.
What do you want to say? Come on up.
I'm here to support my son. Okay. And
Tell me about Maggie.
she's delightful. She's delightful.
She's beautiful.
Thanks to you.
I gave birth to her.
Yes, you did give birth to her, Kristen.
You know, Kristen, let me tell you something. There's a big difference between a biological mother and a real mother. You better learn that.
My son is working his hardest to make a life for the baby. I don't feel at any time he has denied Kristen visiting with her. The diapers were too small, and I took them back to Walmart and exchanged them for the correct size. They were too small.
Thank you. Gotcha. All right.
you.
Now, Kristen, what are you suing for?
I'm suing for the utility bills, taxes, and an unpaid loan.
What utility bills are we talking about?
He was living at my mother's house, which is stated in the will that I have here, stating that anyone living in the house will be responsible for utilities and also the real estate taxes and insurance. I'm not charging him for the insurance, but the real estate taxes and utilities, which he used up.
Whoever lives in the house will be responsible not only for utilities, but for real estate taxes and insurance.
Your Honor, if I can add, I've never seen the will.
How long did he live with you?
He lived with me from, October of 06 to December of 07. Actually,
I
1 month
see.
before. So
Did you
November
have an
of 07.
agreement as it relates to utility bills? And
Just
all
a
that?
verbal agreement. He said that he would pay for the bills.
Okay, and did you not pay for any of the bills?
Actually, I have over $5,000 of paycheck stubs showing they were deposited in her bank account, if I can show you that.
That's not for any of the taxes and
What is
utility
it for?
bills.
What is the $5,000
Because
for?
I gave him loans, plenty of loans for his credit and things like that. He went through a bankruptcy and then he had collections on his credit report. And we were going to get a home loan together to have a house. And I said, well, I have some money. I'll be willing to pay off these bills for you if you pay me back. He said that he would pay me back. And when we discussed that, he said, I will pay you back, but I will not pay you $6,000 back.
Where do you draw the line? Is it her money or is it my money? Those paychecks you see, they're being deposited
I've
in
got
her
almost
account.
$6,000 here.
I know. That was just the past 6 months. That was at my last employer.
You're countersuing for towing fees? What's that about?
She purchased a car on eBay. When we broke up, she expressed that she wanted that car. Due to the parking constraints in the townhouse complex, that car can only be parked there for a week. One night I came home from work, the car wasn't there. Didn't think anything of it. I figured she came to pick it up. I got a certified letter in the mail about a week after I noticed the car missing, saying the car was towed, and I need to either sign the title over or pay the storage fees. I contacted her. The towing company said that they were going to suspend both of our driver's license if we don't pay. You know, I can't have that happen, obviously. So I told the plaintiff. She signed the title over to me, gave it to me. I gave it to the towing company, paid $150, which I have a receipt right here for.
All right, let's see.
May I say something, Aaron?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. He actually not accidentally, but he was bidding on this car on eBay, which was under my account. So he got into my account and was bidding on this car. And I paid for it, and he said, I will pay you back that money. And I said, okay. So when he got the car and everything like that, it was his car, Your Honor. It's not my car. So that towing bill should be billed for him.
The claimant's name is James Seelig.
The way that they explained it to me is on the Illinois vehicle titles, my name appears first, and whoever's name appears first, that's what's going to show up on the paperwork. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy of the title, but I'm sure it would be easily accessible.
Well, I'm not doing your work for you, James.
Yeah,
with all due
I
respect.
know. I'm sorry.
You're here. You bring the evidence, and I base
right, but
my
that
decision on the
vehicle was in
evidence.
both of our names.
He bid on it, and he said, I didn't think I would win. And he won, and there it is. And
Okay. All right.
that's not my car, Your Honor.
This is a case where the plaintiff is suing the defendant for an unpaid loan, taxes, and utility bills. The defendant is countersuing or counterclaiming for towing fees and a repair bill on a car that's really his. So we're getting rid of the countersuit right away. You don't win on that. The issue is whether or not the defendant is liable for breach of contract. Did he promise to pay the plaintiff for these various unpaid loans? And plaintiff, as part of her evidence, brings in a letter from the estate of her mother saying that whoever lives in the house shall be responsible not only for utilities, but for real estate taxes and insurance. Now, with all due respect, you don't dictate and contract someone into a binding relationship from the grave. She can't make you pay for something that she puts in her will. Period. End of the story. That this is the basis of your claim, you're crazy. She can't force him to pay any money. Now, he's paid you $6,000 as far as I'm concerned. It is absolutely, unequivocally a draw. You should both be embarrassed for being here. But here's my real message. You're a mother. You don't know how old your baby is. You don't know what size diapers to buy for your baby. I don't know whether you're looking to be a stripper, a pole dancer, or a waitress in some kind of strip club. But I'm telling you this, when I have a guy as young as this, who is working at night and living with his mother to take care of a baby that you have, that you think you should get a thank you for, then if I were you, I would kiss the ground that I had a guy like this. And you know what? You should be ashamed of yourself. And don't shake your head at me. You are just a biological mother. Learn to be a real mother.